Oh, snap. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name's Patrick. You like true crime? Awesome. So do all of us. Take a second, hit that little subscribe button if you're on YouTube. Hit the little thumbs up button if you're on YouTube. We're live on TikTok as well. Y'all tap the screen like crazy. Hit that follow button. Do all the things. YouTube, thanks for joining the channel, becoming a channel member. You can click that link that's pinned up in the top of the chat right there if you want to. I appreciate it. You obviously don't have to, but it is appreciated. TikTok, same thing. Click the little star thing or click my face and hit that big red subscribe button right there. Do that, y'all. Support the channel if you want to. Again, you don't have to. You do not have to, but it is very much appreciated. Okay, let's just jump into this, y'all. It's crazy as hell. Gypsy Rose. It's like just every day. Every day there's something going up. You guys are sending me something. This is YouTuber headlines saying Ryan Anderson calls out Gypsy Rose Blanchard's stepmom. Oh, Lord. Shrink myself down, and I hope y'all are ready for this one.
Gypsy Rose Blanchard's soon-to-be ex-husband Ryan Anderson says Gypsy's stepmother, Christy, he actually calls her Krusty in this video, is...
Oh, hell, not Krusty. Yo, by the way, YouTuber headlines, that's who we're listening to right now. YouTube, make sure you subscribe to her. She's pinned down in the description. Appreciate it, y'all. Show them some love. Let's keep it going.
manipulative and conniving. And
Whoa.
he's thinking about doing a mean video about Christy or Ken. Ryan's
a mean video. Oh, hell.
Started off the live sniffing a lot. He sniffed a lot throughout the entire live, but people started asking him, why are you sniffing so much? Because if you sniff on social media, you know what people think. People automatically think
that you got a cold?
You're doing snow.
I got sick.
What? You're out in the snow too long? You get a cold? What?
Last week, I went to the doctor and I got bronchitis again. Like every time I get sick, I get bronchitis.
Yeah, bronchitis.
I don't know why I get.
What the hell are they talking about?
And all that stuff. So that's bad. Don't do that.
On the show, Ryan smoked. I can't say that word a lot. So I'm wondering, how does he do that throughout the day? Because he works at a school and I'm sure they don't allow smoking on the premises. So I don't know how he goes all day without smoking. Ryan says he has an idea for a video, but he's not sure if he's going.
Oh my God. Who is that? Did he go as Eminem for Halloween? What in the good gracious is going? What in the hydrogen peroxide is going on right now? This is crazy. Is that Steph Case Files in the house? Steph Case Files, good to see you. Y'all pin her up there and make sure you follow her. All right, let's keep going. This is getting crazy already. We're at like 85 seconds into this
video. To do it because it might be a mean video. So he does a poll. You know, Ryan is the king of doing polls on TikTok Live.
These people want me to do a mean video, be mean. Of course y'all want me to be mean. Like y'all would love if I was being mean. I might do it. But who do you think it's going to be directed at? Gypsy or Ken? Let's do a poll.
Let's do a poll. Y'all, let's do a poll. Happy face. You're glad to be here. Sad face. You're not glad to be here.
Do we really need to do a poll? How many people think that Ryan would actually make a mean video just about Gypsy?
This is a stupid poll, but who should I be mean to more? Ken red, Christy blue. Let's do Ken and Christy.
He changed the poll from Gypsy to Christy because, come on, we know he's not going to make a mean video about Gypsy. At least not right now. Once the divorce is over and once he finds out if that baby is his or not, he might have a change of heart.
So those are the ones I can't stand. Ooh. Ken red, Christy blue. Who should I do a video about and be mean if I'm going to do a mean one? I dislike them both, honestly. All right, so the poll.
I dislike them both, honestly.
Be Krusty. Okay. Do a mean video about Krusty. That's probably who my target was going to be. I'm just joking. No, I'm just playing.
Someone asked Ryan, why don't you like Christy? And he gets offended by that question. He's like, how dare you ask me that question?
You just
Oh hell.
asked me that question. Why don't I like Christy? Really? Have many reasons not to like her. She
What are they? That's probably why she asked you that question.
yeah, I blame her for a lot.
During
Meatball.
this scene of Life After Lockup, Christy was talking to her husband Rod about Ryan and Gypsy's relationship, and Christy said the only reason Gypsy married Ryan is because she was 32 and she didn't want to go live with her parents. She thought she would be a burden. So that's why she married Ryan, so she would have her own place to live.
I blame
Oh hell. Allie, thank you for that. Oh, John, what's up, man? Long time no see. How are you, dude? Yo, by the way, TikTok, come over to YouTube if you want to watch the video, like actually see the video we're watching. The Mystery Project on YouTube. See, the Mystery Project, search that. You'll find the channel. We're live there right now.
her a lot. You know, she knew what she was doing. Like, she's conniving and manipulating worse. You know, whatever.
Ryan says if it turns out he is the father of Gypsy's unborn child, it would just be embarrassing because he said they've done so
Oh, hell.
much. The gender reveal, a baby shower.
So, like, embarrassing if I was the dad? That would be embarrassing because they've done reveal parties. They've done all this.
Imagine all this is just totally scripted and like to find out it's going to be like not announced until you watch episode 1 of the second season. That's probably what's going to happen.
Stuff. That would be crazy if I was the dad. Like, that would be crazy. Like, I would love to see the egg on their face just like.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I'm just playing.
I'm
just playing. But it would be like an egg on the face.
Oh, hell.
Plot twist? Yeah.
More like a egg in a uterus.
Bruh.
Next, Ryan does a poll. I think he's done this poll before, but he's asking his viewers if they would like to see a boxing match between him and Ken.
Oh, well, all right, let's do a poll. Would y'all like to see a boxing match? I don't know why. Boxing match with me and Ken just for fun. Red, yes. Blue, no. Red, yes. Blue, no. Like, I love that pop culture video where it was like, come fight me, Ken. That was hilarious. Guys, I laugh at this stuff. Like, it's funny when people like.
I did see that video too. Where it's like, it had like the dude like dancing or whatever. And he's like, come fight me, Ken. Come fight me, Ken. That was funny as hell.
Like, life's too short not to laugh about things, right? So, like, a boxing match, it'd be hilarious to me. I got a clip of
oh hell
that canoe scene.
Probably. I might actually do that.
That kayak thing this past weekend. I mean, a douche in a canoe.
Oh no.
That was an inside joke for a friend of mine. Douche in a canoe.
Oh no.
There you go.
Someone suggests that Ryan should make a YouTube channel, and of course, he puts up a poll to ask his viewers what they want.
Oh Lord.
Make a YouTube channel. Let's see. Let's see.
Most people voted yes, he should start a YouTube channel, but he never confirmed or denied that. He said he would think about it. Then he started talking about Gypsy, saying that he was there for her when no one else was there for her. And he brings up a conversation that he had with Christy,
right when she
saying
got out of
Gypsy
jail?
was unable to get a hold of Christy for 2 weeks.
You know, I will say this, guys. I think about certain things that was said in the show from other people. And I get why certain things were said by other people, because it makes sense now that I look at things. Like, no wonder somebody said.
Are you saying the retrospect is indeed 2020? Mm-hmm.
That. No wonder they said that. Like, it's funny to me. And I'll do a video about one thing that was said because I just can't get over that line. Like, the audacity of that to me is ludicrous. You know, it's funny. I was there for when nobody was. You know, it's funny to me that I think about certain things. Like, it's funny looking there because, like, I've got texts from back in the day where I was actually texting Christy like, "Hey, Gypsy's been calling you for 2 weeks and you haven't been in touch with her. Like, what's the deal? Are you all right?" And yet she's there for her. Down. Wasn't there in prison that much. I had to friggin' reach out and be like, "Hey, Gypsy's tried to
Oh hell,
call you for
meatball
2
for
weeks.
sure,
Leave
dude.
in.
Gone.
So I just think it's funny that who cares? Who cares? I mean, who cares? It's over. I mean, who cares? It's just funny to me that she forgot the real dude that was there for her. But whatever. What can you do? Like, you know, I love that people.
Ryan, if you kind of look at the track record, it doesn't seem like she's a very trustworthy, reliable type of person. You know what I mean? Like it seems like even if you're her own mom, you're not safe. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not these people. I have no idea, but I'm just saying, you didn't think that was a possibility? I don't know. By the way, y'all, we are so close to 18,000 subscribers on YouTube. Crazy as hell. We need 7 more people to come on over. So TikTok, I know there's a bunch of new people in here. Hit the follow button if you're new. Tap the screen like crazy. Let's get 25,000 likes. But y'all, come on over to YouTube if you want to actually watch the video, like be able to see the video that we're watching. It's The Mystery Project on YouTube. The Mystery Project. Open YouTube, type that in, find it, hit subscribe, come back to TikTok or stay on YouTube. You get to see the videos. You do what you want. Y'all are grown adults that should be sleeping right now, but you're watching Gypsy Rose content.
You what?
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. All right, let's keep going. And YouTube, 107 likes already. Insane. Keep going, y'all. Let's get 200 likes.
Tell me to get over it and things like that. Like, okay, yeah, I understand. But you gotta realize, like, I'm going through a divorce. Like, we're going through a divorce, and you know, it is what it is.
People in the comments were saying, damn, still talking about it.
Don't mean Dallas.
I don't trust Christy's motives. You have to move on. She will regret
Thanks
this
for the follow,
later.
y'all.
It's crazy how easy it is for them to walk away from someone who was down for them when no one else was. Get over Gypsy. I'm here. Talk to me, LOL.
And I haven't talked to her in a while. I haven't.
Whoa.
I've chosen not to. I've chosen not to. So I decided where I was just like, I don't, you know, it doesn't benefit me anymore, you know.
Ryan ends the live by saying that he is okay. It's just a process. He's going through the process. It seems
That's so true. Somebody, like, there was a comment that says, does Gypsy have good hygiene? It like flashed in his like live right then.
like Ryan is holding back on what he wants to say until the divorce is finalized and until he finds out if that is his child.
Oh hell. Oh hell. Y'all. Hit the follow button, tap the screen like crazy, do all the things. Let's keep going. Who is next, by the way? Oh yeah, it's Angel Baby. Let's go.
I'm not being honest. Besides being honest, you know, my attorneys, even that I haven't been completely honest with them. So.
Oh my god. It's terrifying. Y'all, this is Angel Babies on YouTube. She's pinned in the description. Give her some love. Go show her subscribe. Awesome content. We watch quite a few of her videos. Very good stuff. Show her some love. Let's keep going.
You know, it just blows my mind of how Gypsy just thought that was funny. Like, for her to just lie about any of this. I don't see how she thought that was funny. Well, I guess that's what happens when you're like a narcissist and a sociopath.
Whoa.
You just don't react the way that people would normally react, or how we would think that someone would normally react. Especially being in the position, you know, that Gypsy was in. The fact that she unalived her own mother. This is something that you can't take back. This is something that you can't go back from.
Oh, man. Portia P, we've talked about Casey Anthony quite a bit, actually. Yeah, we talked about that whole situation.
I mean,
I think those videos are probably on YouTube. Those live streams.
You're okay with that? And you thought it was funny that you weren't telling the truth?
That is
Wow.
nuts.
Before I get all up into this video, everything in this video is either alleged, my thoughts and opinion, and or my perception. Since Gypsy's heinous crime against her own mother, she has done multiple interviews. one interview in particular that stands out to me. The one that she did with Dr. Phil. There was a lot of things in...
Oh, hell. It's The Mystery Project. This should be pinned on the screen, y'all. The Mystery Project on YouTube. You guys see it? Let me send it again. There you go. The Mystery Project on YouTube. Come on over, y'all.
there that I thought was just so ridiculous for Gypsy to even say. For instance, Gypsy took a plea deal for second-degree unaliving of Dee Dee. She was sentenced to 10 years. She only served 8 years. She feels like she shouldn't have got that time. She felt like that was too harsh of a punishment for her.
Oh, hell.
She really didn't even feel like she belonged in prison, y'all. She
That's
said
crazy as hell.
that she was in the wrong place. So I'm guessing she wants to be in some kind of hospital. She probably still needs that, even though she's free. But to say that you shouldn't have even got the time you got, the nerve.
That is crazy.
And she
Sweet
didn't
Miss,
even
you
do the whole 10. She did 8. 8 years.
And
While Nicholas Gordajon is serving the rest of his life. He didn't get a fair trial the first time. He may never get a fair trial. She's complaining about 10 years. And not just that, she had the nerve to say that she hated Nicholas Gordajon. Hated him for what she masterminded. You know,
Oh,
Gypsy had
hell.
the nerve to tell Dr. Phil that Nicholas should have just told her, let's leave. Let's leave. Wow, Nicholas said that's what he said. Nicholas had no reason to do anything to Dee Dee. And yet, Gypsy justified every reason to do what she did to Dee Dee. Dr. Phil had to remind her, you understand that someone lost their life, right? And you were responsible for this. She looks at him with a straight face. She says she understands. But her stance is still the same. She
That is crazy
still
as hell.
believes that she's a victim. Like, her defense team really strategically came up with this whole much housing by proxy. Dee Dee was never diagnosed with much housing by proxy. And then they went on to the feeding tube. Dr. Phil asked Gypsy, do you believe that maybe Dee Dee could have been putting some other stuff in the in your feeding tube? She said she didn't know. It was possible. It was possible. Then you could see her feeding off of this. Feeding off of this. The fact of the matter is we know that Gypsy was born with that micro deletion. Okay. A lot of the times, you guys, with much housing by proxy, the people, the victims don't get better. They don't get better.
Ivory, thank you.
Because that's how they get their attention, by keeping their victims sick. So if they're getting better, then it would defeat the purpose. You're not getting the attention that you wanted.
Oh, hell.
Dr. Phil asked Gypsy, was she happy that Dee Dee was gone? Was she happy that she passed? She said, no, she's not happy that she passed, but she is happy to be out of that situation. My perception of
That is crazy.
is basically, yeah, she's happy that Dee Dee's gone, but she just doesn't want to say it that way. She wants to try to word it a different way.
Oh, hell.
But that's basically what it is. I mean, she was ecstatic. Her and Nicholas Gordajon, when they went to that motel, you could not shut Gypsy up. She was laughing so hard. All she wanted to do was just eat brownies, laugh, and have sex.
Blah, 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 la, la, da, 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 da.
Not just that, it's been several people that have been locked up with Gypsy, or should I say allegedly locked up with her, that have said that Gypsy is not who she is portraying on the internet, y'all. People have said
Dun dun dun. I think almost everybody's not who they are on the internet.
that Gypsy was proud of what she did, that she didn't have any remorse.
Dang, that's crazy. Imagine saying that. I'm proud of that.
And she didn't have any good things to say about Dee Dee behind bars. The fact of the matter is, that night she made a choice. She could have done what she did, or she could have just walked out and left. Walked out and left
Right.
when Nicholas Gordon came. Changed her mind. Got on the bus with him, like they did after they did the deed, and went to where he was. What was Dee Dee going to do? What was she going to do? She really didn't even know much about Nicholas Gordon. In my opinion, y'all, she did it because she couldn't stand Dee Dee. She couldn't stand the sight of her. She didn't like the way her life was going. She didn't see Dee Dee in that picture.
Thanks for the follow, y'all.
And that's exactly what it is. Everybody around Gypsy is disposable. Nick was. Her mother was. Her husband was.
Ooh.
Her Pixie was. You know?
Is that the dog?
Let's just hope she doesn't do the same thing to her own baby. I'm just saying.
Oh, dang. Oh, man. End it with that. Oh, what do you think? Leave a comment. Put it in the chat, y'all. That is crazy. So many new people on TikTok tonight. Y'all, hit the follow button if you're new. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, we're live every single night. Literally every single night. Welcome in. Hit the follow button. Keep tapping the screen. Thank you for the big rose things. Appreciate that. It keeps the TikTok AI people appeased. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. It's tough with true crime because I say all these things and we talk about all these things and they come after the channel. All they do, they're like, what the hell? Why are you a grown man talking about things that you want to talk about in a educational and entertainment purpose only? Yeah, it's crazy, y'all. So hit me with the rows of things. That helps the channel tremendously. YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. We're getting close to 200 likes, y'all. We can do it. Everybody hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and let's keep going. This one is a new channel, I think. Alleged One is what it said. So let's jump in and see what happened here. Nurse KK, thank you.
A little bit of a whirlwind, but I'm excited about it, and I'm going to use my social platform to do some good.
Oh, Lord, y'all. Alleged One on YouTube, pinned down in the description. Give them a follow. Let's check this video out.
What I find interesting is this sort of Oprah rebrand that seems to be happening, where the media is maybe perhaps a little too sympathetic to her and her story.
Gypsy Rose is
right. I want to do some good. Man, we saw those videos from yesterday posing in them those dresses that were hideous. What good is that? I mean, I guess a laugh. It's good for a laugh.
back in the spotlight.
Maybe that's what it is.
And let me tell you, the drama is just as chaotic as ever. It seems like every time we think she's going to take a break from public life, she finds a new way to stir up controversy. You'd think that with a baby on the way, she'd lay low and focus on family, right? No.
What?
If anything, Gypsy is making sure she stays in front and center in the public eye. And as usual, it is creating one messy situation after another. She's not just back in the headlines, she's dominating them. And the scandals just keep on coming. So buckle up because we're diving into the latest drama surrounding Gypsy Rose Blanchard. And trust me, the tea is peeping hot.
Oh, Lord.
Tonight, she's on every single thing. She's on People magazine. This is not the end. She will be invited. This is a Lifetime movie coming out. There'll be more movies made about her.
Oh, honey, I am so not threatened by you.
I don't like where Hollywood is going. I don't like that we're putting on her pedestal. I don't like that she's on the cover of a magazine because it inspires people to do other things.
Let's kick things off with Gypsy's latest social media controversy. Recently, she posted a video showcasing prenatal vitamins, and of course, the video went viral because that's what happens when Gypsy posts anything. In the video, she goes out of her way to clarify that this wasn't a sponsored post and that she had personally bought the vitamins.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, sweet baby. We watched this one last night. It was crazy. It was hard to watch. She's like, I was doing research and I wanted a vitamin that was third party tested. We were like, what the hell does that even mean?
So I want to share something with you guys. So I just started taking a new prenatal vitamin. So this is not a sponsor or partnership or anything. I did purchase these. So I went looking for a very healthy option because I want only the best for
No, why don't you find the unhealthy option of prenatal vitamins? You know what? I heard chili cheese hot dogs. Very good. Go ahead, eat 14 to 19 of them things a day. Really the unhealthy version of the prenatal.
my baby.
But come on, Gypsy, we all know better. Gypsy has a long history of manipulation and using her platform for personal gain. And it's so hard to believe that this wasn't some kind of under-the-table deal. People in the comments were quick to call her out. One particularly blunt comment read, "It will be a cold day in hell before I purchase a product Gypsy RB suggested." Another person
Oh, hell. See, Jess, thank you. Lisa, thank you. Appreciate it, y'all. Hit me with them roses.
piled on writing, "She can just keep reviewing and I will make sure I don't buy from places she reviewed or gets free stuff from. It is not just that people don't trust her. They actively avoid products she's associated with." Another user speculated, "It could also be that she is trying to get sponsored by that brand. It would be hysterical if they reach out to her asking her to stop showing products." Honestly, given Gypsy's track record, it wouldn't be surprising if she's angling for a deal here. And to make matters worse, her review did not even make the product seem special. One of the biggest concerns people had was whether the product was safe, especially given her questionable history. A commenter chimed in asking, "Is that even safe for your baby?" At this point, it is unclear if Gypsy actually uses these vitamins or if it was just another one of her ploys for attention. While we're on the subject of Gypsy's social media chaos,
oh my God,
let's talk about her engagement rumors. During the prenatal vitamin debacle, a follower congratulated her on her supposed engagement, only for Gypsy.
Oh God. Why do y'all do this to me every night? Oh, damn, Flawless Nina in the house. Y'all make sure you follow her. You probably already are. But if not, show us some love. She's right there. She's right there.
To flat out deny it, she replied, "I'm not engaged. That is just a rumor." And
oh God,
here's where it gets interesting.
I'm telling y'all, when do we Mandela affect her? What we have to fall into that timeline eventually, where that like we're like, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like, come on. We talked about the other night. We already got Berenstein Bears and all kinds of the Sinbad as a damn genie and shit. When does this happen? When do we just go, somebody's like, "Oh yeah, I remember Gypsy Rose Blanchard," and we're like, "Who? Huh? What are you talking about?" Gypsy put her, no, she didn't. Is that real life? That can't be real life, Nina. No way. Oh, Lord, have mercy. So I hope, Lord, send the asteroid. It's over. We peaked.
Gypsy has been known to plant rumors herself, so it could be that she started this engagement story only to deny it for more attention. Wouldn't put it past her. The engagement mystery is just another layer of confusion in Gypsy's already tangled web of lies and half-truths. Every time she opens her mouth or posts online, it feels like there is a...
Oh, y'all are sick as hell telling me what that meant. Remember when she made spaghetti? Oh, hell no. Because the one lady was like, "It's in the sauce. She was telling me it's in the sauce." And I was like, "What's in the sauce?" And y'all told me what the hell was in that sauce, or what could have been in that sauce, or what is in the sauce when people get scared about the sauce or whatever. Like, man, that was crazy as hell. Man. Yeah. Well, not just that. Man, that was crazy as hell. No, thank you.
New angle or twist to her story.
Sometimes I kind of feel like I have no choice.
Now I'm eating chicken Alfredo for the rest of my life. Y'all are crazy as hell for that one.
What do you mean by that? Certainly you have choice. You don't have to post.
No,
Run, Ken, run.
But, I mean, I think that with social media is concerned, I think that I wanted to be like everyone else.
Now let's get into the TMZ article that had everyone talking.
Well,
Recently,
it was.
TMZ published a story trying to portray Gypsy in a positive light, and honestly, people were not having it. The headline read, Gypsy Rose Blanchard, FaceTiming young boy with rare illness.
Why are you letting Gypsy Rose and April play
Nina, you made it.
games with you?
You're in this video too.
First of all, TMZ has been known to have a cozy relationship with Gypsy, so it's no surprise that they would try to paint her as a heroine. But come on, the public knows better. The article goes on to describe how Gypsy has been FaceTiming.
Anybody else FaceTiming with a young boy in their bed? Hell no. You know what's gonna happen? You crazy as hell for that one. I'm gonna do some good. What?
With a young boy named Louis, who is battling neurofibromatosis type 1, a rare illness with tumors in the eye, cheek, and spine.
That poor little dude.
The boy's mother...
He did. I mean, with all that going on with him, he didn't deserve you getting your ass out of bed. You know what I mean? Oh, let me set up the ring light. Oh, I'm going to try on these ugly ass dresses with this little angle over here with some sunlight coming through my curtains. But this little boy that's sick like that, no, I'm going to lay my in bed. What's up? I had to pause watching season 3 of whatever on Hulu. That's crazy as hell, isn't it?
Thinks of Gypsy as a ray of sunshine in her son's life. But here's the thing, most people aren't buying it. Commenters were quick to call out how problematic this situation is.
But she is using this to get money, and Gypsy is using it to basically look like she's a better person, even though she's a monster.
One person said, gross, a mother who kidnapped their sick son with an infamous murderer? Shameful. Another added, I question why the sick boy's mother is allowing her son to even have contact with Gypsy. She should shut that down like yesterday. The woman is a murderer, FFS.
Like yesterday.
It is clear that no matter how hard TMZ tries to rehab her image, people are not ready to forgive or forget Gypsy's past. In fact, many are concerned for the boy's safety and mental health.
Right?
One commenter summed it up perfectly. I feel sorry for that woman's poor son who doesn't know his mother is allowing a murderer to talk to him. It's disgusting. This so-called sweet side of Gypsy seems like just another PR stunt to manipulate public opinion in her favor. As if that wasn't enough, Gypsy recently scored some free baby products from brands like Ergo Baby and a clothing company, and people are not happy about it. Gypsy is wealthy, so the idea of brands sending her free stuff, especially products meant for expectant mothers, feels downright tone deaf. One commenter said it best, dear brands, if you're listening, what we really want to see is you donating these items to women's shelters. That will make me spend my dollar with you over celebrity with follow. The backlash has been fierce, with one person writing, boycott all brands and products that donate free stuff to Gypsy. Another commenter did not hold back, saying, there's something perverse about a company that sells to expectant mothers supporting a mother unliver. It is desperate and tacky, especially
what do y'all think?
Considering that the baby's paternity is still up for debate. Moving on to another hot topic, Gypsy's recent Instagram post featuring her 20-week sonogram. She captioned the post, our sweet baby girl for her 20-week ultrasound. She's growing and measuring beautifully. Hashtag pregnancy, hashtag baby girl, hashtag new mom. On the surface, this seems like a typical proud mom moment, but because it's Gypsy, there is always drama lurking. In the photo, she accidentally exposed her OB/GYN's name and other personal details, which immediately caused concern among her followers.
Oh, Lord.
People quickly warned her about the risks, with one person commenting, you may want to block out your OB so the crazy don't come and bother you. Another added, blur out where your scan is from for your safety. It is clear that even in the seemingly innocent moments, Gypsy manages to stir up controversy, whether she means it or not. Most recently,
Oh, hell. I didn't even think about
Gypsy
that.
went on a family vacation with her boyfriend Ken and her family, but even this relaxing trip turned into a scandal. She was seen kayaking in a swimsuit, showing off her baby bump, but soon after, she complained about people invading her privacy during the trip. Now, let's be real here. Gypsy loves attention. So
how dare you look at me in public?
How dare you?
for her to complain about it seems more than a little hypocritical. One commenter clapped back, "You can't expect privacy in a public park." Another one wrote, "In a public setting, Gypsy couldn't help but respond, saying, people could have common sense too." Once again, she found a way to turn a simple family outing into a public spectacle. So what do you all think? Is Gypsy still a viable influencer?
A what? Oh, no. A viable influencer? I mean, typically an influencer, if they talk about brands, people want to buy them, not boycott. You what? Oh, Lord. Didn't she take the influence out of influencer? So we just went with She's just an now.
Or is she dragging herself further down with each scandal? Are brands making a massive mistake by sending her free products? Or are they just trying to cash in on her notoriety? Let me know of your thoughts in the comment section. One thing's for sure, Gypsy's chaotic life isn't calming down anytime soon. And we'll be here to cover every messy, scandalous moment.
Oh my God, this is absurd. Crazy as hell. You TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. Tap the screen like crazy. Thanks for the Rosa thingies. We're trying to do that so TikTok won't get mad at me because they're always mad at me for everything that I do and say on here. Y'all come to YouTube too, the Mystery Project on YouTube. Subscribe, do all the things. YouTube, we got 2 likes away from 200. Hit the little thumbs up button for me real quick. Who's next? Celeb Today News. Y'all, show them some love. Oh, this is about Kim Kardashian being like, please, we need some ratings. Bruh. This is going to be nuts.
Welcome back. It seems like Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner are trying harder than ever to grab attention and boost engagement for their Hulu series.
Their what? Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Y'all, yeah, Celeb Today News pinned down in the description. Show them some love. If you like the content, let's go.
As public interest in the Kardashians fades, their viewership and followers have taken a hit.
Man, who the hell are these people?
Once the queens of reality TV, they no longer hold
the
same fascination they used to.
I don't even know who that is to begin with.
The latest season of The Kardashians has sparked debate about the direction of the show and the Kardashian brand. One surprising moment was Kim Kardashian meeting Gypsy Rose Blanchard, who was involved in a notorious murder case. This left many fans confused and questioning if the Kardashians are getting desperate for views. Kim's appearance with Gypsy Rose on the show and the emotional scenes of Kim breaking down over low ratings have only fueled these discussions. In response to the drop in ratings, the Kardashian-Jenner clan is turning to TikTok. With more people spending time on social media than on traditional TV, they hope to regain some attention by posting short, engaging TikTok videos like behind-the-scenes clips, vlogs, and collaborations.
Vlogs. It's AI. You got busted, channel. You're using the artificial intelligences because it said vlogs. Who the hell calls it a vlog? That's a damn vlog. You crazy as hell.
With popular
busted. You can't get anything by me.
Influencers.
Except
However,
who these people are.
Their long-format Hulu show doesn't quite fit with the quick, snackable content preferred by today's audiences. The appearance of Gypsy Rose, who was convicted of second-degree murder, seemed like a way to shock viewers and increase ratings.
Oh, hell.
Although framed as a discussion on prison reform, many fans felt it was just a grab for attention. Some critics expressed disappointment, accusing the Kardashians of exploiting Gypsy's notoriety for relevancy. Fans shared their confusion, questioning what Kim and Gypsy have in common, apart from their desire for the spotlight.
Cheryl, thank you.
A common criticism of the Kardashians' content was highlighted by one viewer who questioned Kim's work with Gypsy Rose Blanchard. The critic wrote, "Kim works to free people who are wrongly convicted, So how does working with someone who is rightfully convicted help her cause? This comment raises concerns that Kim's partnership with Gypsy might hurt her credibility in prison reform. Another person expressed surprise at the unexpected pairing, saying, "Not the people I ever thought I'd see together," reflecting broader disbelief at the collaboration. A different viewer added that Kim is trying so hard to stay relevant, showing how people feel the Kardashians may be losing touch with their audience. These criticisms reflect a growing frustration with the Kardashian brand, as many feel it has become too forced and disconnected from what originally made it appealing. By featuring controversial figures like Gypsy Rose Blanchard, the family might be pushing away fans even further. Viewers are concerned that the Kardashians are chasing trending topics rather than creating meaningful content. When Keeping Up with the Kardashians started in 2007, it captivated audiences with its focus on family relationships and everyday drama. Viewers enjoyed the real dynamics between the Kardashian-Jenner family, from sibling arguments to heartfelt moments. But
yo, this one's almost over because I have no idea what the hell is happening.
Over time, the show began focusing more on the family's wealth, businesses, and lavish lifestyles, moving away from the relatable moments that drew fans in. As the show became more about luxury, viewers felt disconnected from the content. Fans began noticing that scenes seemed staged to promote the family's brands rather than provide genuine entertainment. The show's transformation from family-centered to wealth-focused led to a change in how the public viewed the Kardashians. Once seen as relatable figures, they are now often criticized for promoting unrealistic beauty standards and materialism. With declining viewership, the Kardashians are trying to regain attention through social media, especially TikTok. However, their shift to short, fast-paced content hasn't fully replaced the deep connection that long-form reality TV once offered. Fans are seeking more authentic and relatable content, while the Kardashians' focus on glamour and drama feels out of touch. In December 2023, Gypsy Rose Blanchard mentioned Kim Kardashian in an interview, bringing attention to their collaboration and Gypsy's case. Kim endorsed the true crime documentary Mommy Dead and Dearest, which tells Gypsy's story, tying it to her ongoing efforts in prison reform. Kim, known for her work in criminal justice, has helped free several high-profile inmates and advocated for reforms. Her involvement in cases like Alice Marie Johnson and Cyntoia Brown brought attention to mass incarceration and harsh sentencing. However, Kim's partnership with Gypsy Rose has sparked debate, with some critics worried it could overshadow her work in prison reform and turn it into reality TV spectacle. Despite the mixed reactions, Kim's goal is to blend her entertainment career with her activism, hoping to raise awareness about the justice system. Whether this approach will succeed remains to be seen, as she balances reality TV with serious advocacy work.
Oh, thank God it's over. All right, let's keep moving on. Who the hell sent me that one? Oh, my word. Can I Mandela effect that also? All right, let's keep going. I think Radiant Brit is next, y'all. She's awesome. At least we know we're gonna get some good stuff here in just a second. Let's go.
Hey you guys, it's Brit, and we're here with an update on Ryan Anderson. He is back. He is doing live streams.
Oh, hell, yep. Y'all, Radiant Brit, make sure you follow her. She's pinned down in the description. Radiant Brit on YouTube, y'all. She's awesome.
Doing all the polls, and he got a little shady, which of course we're always here for. And I'd also like to just ask a question in the beginning of this video. Who invited Gypsy Rose Blanchard and her boy toy Ken to NOBU? Who invited them? All of the money that she is making off being a schmurder, she is using to do things like this. And let's be real, this was probably set up and they probably didn't even pay for their dinner. Appalling.
Oh, hell.
This is why I will not stop talking about her, because it makes my blood boil.
When I saw that, I thought Ken had left her and she had no boo. Thank you. That deserves a like. YouTube, hit the like button. TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. If you want zingers like that constantly,
You what?
I'm here for you. Yo, come on in. Welcome in. Let's keep going.
To a certain degree. But either way, let's focus on Ryan a little more in this video. If you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so before we get over to Ryan and his recent live stream, which I have some clips I'm going to share,
Oh,
I was
Lord.
checking the comments of this NOBU post, and there's a lot of iconic, slay queen, you're so pretty, the typical Gypsy Rose fans and their comments. But there's also a few comments along the lines of, Gypsy, live your life. Nobody is perfect. We all make mistakes one time or another. The negative people are just wanting to make you feel.
We make mistakes one time? Oh my God. If you're speeding on your way to work because you slept in a little bit and you get a ticket, that's a mistake. You know what I mean? Like you hanging up Christmas lights and you fall off the ladder because you were drinking a little bit too much eggnog. That's a mistake. Planning and then carrying out the of your own mom seems like that's more than just like a mistake. I mean, oh my God. That's crazy as hell. People are allowed to make mistakes. Well, you know, that's why we have life in prison for people who make that kind of mistake.
Worse, don't pay attention to any of them. You've come a long way. Don't let them bring you down. Do what makes you happy. Whatever.
Whatever.
What I would like to say is I am so tired of people categorizing Gypsy Rose as somebody who made a mistake and is being just bombarded with negativity since she has come out and been on social media. What she did was so far outside of a mistake because, as I've said before, I categorize things like mistakes as maybe having a speeding ticket, forgetting to pick up or
get out of my brain. Yo, I do not watch any of these videos before I go live. I don't watch them. What the hell? Get out of my brain, Britt.
Orange juice at the grocery store. Maybe forgetting to take your stuff to the dry cleaners. Like, those are mistakes, and I know that those are very lighthearted, but orchestrating the murder of your mother and then using an autistic man to carry out the crime so that you could come back on social media and say, you didn't commit the act, that is not a mistake. That is a diabolical individual that is being treated as if she is a celebrity. She is not a mistake maker. She is appalling and has absolutely zero tact, and the way that she is being treated is beyond what I can really reconcile, to be honest. Let's move over to Ryan Anderson, because Ryan decided to do a TikTok, TikTok Live, which of course has been clipped and being shared by so many different people. And I have some of these clips saved. Ryan, here, the way I feel about Ryan is I think he's weird.
Thank you.
Do I think that it was weird that he contacted Gypsy Rose and then ended up marrying her? I do. I also think
that it's a bit bizarre. That's a bit bizarre.
That he is so unintentionally.
I mean, that is crazy as hell to think about that. I mean, I guess to each their own, but going into prison walls to try and find your sweet walls, man, that is crazy as hell.
How dare you?
Man, I hear them walls inside of walls is nice. What? To each their own.
Funny with some of the stuff that he does. He doesn't even realize why people think that he's funny. And I can think that someone is weird, but also think that they're unintentionally funny and laugh at some of the stuff that he says and does. The polls send me over the edge. Every single live stream he does, he is doing poll after poll, red for yes, blue for no.
Oh hell! Hey, I'm the author of 3 books on this case. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Red for Ken, blue for Christy. It's constant polls, and it just is hilarious. But let's start with one of these that says, why Ryan doesn't like Christy.
Why don't I like Christy? Really? Have many reasons not to like her.
Wasn't that his stepmom? Basically, not stepmom, mother-in-law.
You what?
I thought people there's a lot of people that don't like their mother-in-law. That's pretty normal, isn't it?
Her. She, yeah, I blame her for a lot. I blame her a lot. You know, she knew what she was doing. Like, she's conniving and manipulating worse. You know, whatever. It's whatever. I don't care.
Ryan does this thing a lot where, and I agree, like Christy, no respect for her, haven't had it, won't have it, because I think that she is messy and manipulative, and that's, you know, another reason why she's constantly talked about is because she was fully involved in a marriage that was not hers. But one thing I have noticed with Ryan is
helicopter mother-in-law.
Very often he will say something and then he'll say, I don't care, it doesn't matter, whatever, and kind of act as if what he just said isn't that big of a deal and he doesn't care about it. It doesn't take up space like in his mind or, you know, how he operates day to day. I disagree with that because it is very obvious that he still has a lot of emotions and a lot of love for Gypsy. As wild as that sounds, it is very obvious if you watch his live streams, and even if
oh man, come on, Ryan. Every rose has its thorn.
If you're not there watching them live, even if you've taken a fair amount of clipped content from the stuff that he's talking about, it is very obvious that aside from the chat talking about Gypsy, he as a person is still very devoted, and in my opinion, I think that he would take her back in a heartbeat. And there's another clip where he pretty much says that if, you know, she wasn't pregnant, that they would have seen each other again, and the pregnancy is what has thrown all of this off. And so he's still living in this little bit of like a delulu frame of mind. But I wish that he would just realize that, like, Gypsy is not the catch that he thinks she was. There's a reason why millions of people can
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Not stand her. Okay, so here's that clip.
She might not be a catch for a lot of people, but for some people, she might be a catch. You know what I mean?
Where he talks about
or catch something. I don't know. I'm not these people. I have no clue. I don't know what the hell's going on. Y'all, I didn't even know who this man was 2-3 weeks ago. Y'all started sending me this. Y'all started sending me this stuff every day now. So this is crazy as hell. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for taking me down this one.
Kind of the pregnancy being like
Diamond, thank you.
Wrench.
Y'all, let's hit that real quick. TikTok's mad as hell at me right now. Hit me with those big roses, just like Spirits of Diamond. Thank you.
In the whole situation. So let's watch this.
I see people asking me, am I dating? Guys, I'm in no rush. Like, have I gone out a couple times and had some fun? Yeah, I've had some fun. But it'd have to be the right person. Like,
Jackie, thank you.
Guys, I'm at the point where, like, you know, my heart was broke. Like, you watch the documentary, you watch the episode, my heart was legit broke, guys.
Y'all, I was in that documentary. Don't forget. I was in that documentary. Go find me. When they're talking about the pregnancy, I got my Ghostbuster shirt on. I said, Gypsy Rose is pregnant? Blah, 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 blah. I didn't even know what it was back then. I didn't even know who Gypsy Rose was.
But
I knew that she might be pregnant.
I've picked up the pieces of that. And, you know, do I still have days where I feel the pieces on the ground? Yeah, I do. I feel that a lot. But It's one of those where, like, she's having a baby. Like,
man, I do kind of feel bad for him. You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for him saying that kind of stuff. It's like, dude, look at the totality of the circumstances. What on earth? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, sometimes you just got to be like, I don't know if this girl is gonna be the one. You know what I mean? Like, and guess what? You look at kind of the past and what happened and maybe why she served 8 years in prison for orchestrating the of her mom. I mean, you could have been the one to change it. You could have been the one to turn it all around. But I don't know. I'm not these people. Let's keep going. Spiritual Diamond, thank you. TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, tap the screen like crazy. Hit me with those big roses, y'all. Let's crush that thing real quick. YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. We got almost 300 likes. Incredible. Thank you guys. Everybody, thumbs up real quick. Subscribe if you're new. TikTok, if you want to watch the videos, we're live on YouTube as well. Just search The Mystery Project on YouTube. Find the channel and subscribe. We hit 18,000 subscribers on this stream, actually. We're at 18,024. Insane. You guys are the best. And TikTok, what are we at now? 257,871. Hell yeah. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Let's keep going.
I've had to tell myself, you've got to just let her go. And it's not what I wanted, but like, do I think if she was pregnant, would we have already seen each other again? Yeah, honestly. And I know that for a fact because she's told me that in the past. So, but here's what it is. Pixie, what you think? Look at that face. Look, what you think, Pix? Look, she's like, please, Daddy. No, that's my girl. That's my girl.
In my opinion, I think that Ryan walked away with the better end of the stick, even though it was unfair. He walked away from this not having a child with Gypsy Rose and getting a dog that clearly loves him unconditionally. Pixie's not going to pack her bags and say, you know, kick rocks because she gets tired of him. So in my opinion, I do think that he is holding out hope. And even if it was years from now, if Ken and Gypsy went their separate ways, I think that Ryan would give her another chance, as crazy as that sounds. But he should be looking at the glass half full and realize that he actually got the better end. He's not tied to Gypsy for the next 18 years by having a child with her, of course, assuming that the child is Ken's, which we know won't be decided until later. But let's just go off of that assumption that it is Ken's. Ryan's not tied to her. Do the divorce. You got your dog. She didn't, like, you know, take your house or anything like that. And move on and chin up. Like, I saw someone else recently say, you know, there's not a high probability of prison relationships working out long term. And of course, there are those like ones that do. And those
man, normal ass relationships don't have a high probability of working out. You think adding anything like the other person being in prison is going to help in any way whatsoever? Oh my God. This is crazy as hell. Isn't it like 70-something% of just normal marriages don't last right now?
Those are usually the ones that you hear about. But typically, you know, you start dating someone in prison, they come home, and it's not a huge likelihood that you're going to be with that person for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Like I said, there are some, but it is, you know, not the norm. This clip, he's talking about how...
Yeah, there are some people that go to a store and pick a bunch of numbers, and then those numbers get pulled out and they win hundreds of millions of dollars. But it's not most.
He was there for Gypsy when nobody else was, when she was still behind bars. And he talks about Christy. So let's listen to this one.
Do a poll. Let's see. I did deserve better. I did. Let's do a poll. Screw it. All right. Did I deserve better? Red, yes. Blue, no. You think I deserve what I got? You think I got a raw end of a stick? Because I guarantee you, I deserve way better. You know, it's funny. I was there for when nobody was. You know, it's funny to me that I think about certain things. Like, it's funny looking there because, like, I've got texts from back in the day where I was actually texting Christy like, "Hey, Gypsy's been calling you for 2 weeks and you haven't been in touch with her. Like, what's the deal? Are you all right?"
Oh,
and
hell.
Yet she's there for her. Down. Wasn't there in prison that much. I had to friggin' reach out and be like,
There's KK. Thank you, Jess. Thank you.
"Hey, Gypsy's tried to call you for 2 weeks. Where you been?" So I just think it's funny that who cares? Who cares? I mean, who cares? It's over. I mean, who cares? It's just funny to me that she forgot the real dude that was there for her.
Oh, hell.
But whatever. What can you do? Like, you know, I love that people tell me to get over it and things like that. Like, okay, yeah, I understand. But you gotta realize, like, I'm going through a divorce. Like, we're going through a divorce, and
Nikki, thank you.
You know, it is what it is, and I haven't talked to her in a while. I haven't.
Thanks, man.
I've chosen not to. I've chosen not to. So I decided where I was just like, I don't, you know, it doesn't benefit me anymore, you know. So, but, you know, no, I love it, Peter. You're still milking this. I'm just being myself.
Does Ryan still not understand the fact that Gypsy uses people and then discards them like they are trash? Everyone is a pawn in her game.
Dun, dun, dun.
Everything is, how can you benefit me right now? And if it comes to a point where your benefit to me has run out in a week, a month, a year, 2 years, then she just gets rid of people. That is literally what she does. She got rid of her own mother because her mother was standing in the way of what Gypsy wanted to do. I don't understand, like, oh, this clip I saved says Ryan lost a job because of being with Gypsy.
Oh, hell.
Has the situation affected my teaching job? I tell you what, I like in the Prison Confessions documentary, the first one.
Oh, hell.
I did lose a job being with Gypsy. Honest to God, it was a Christian school here in town, and they felt like I broke the honor code by being with Gypsy. Like, it was one of those where that's the reason I got let go, and they continued to pay me throughout the year so I wouldn't sue them because they knew that they were wrong in letting me go. So yeah, like, this situation has affected career choices of mine, but right now, luckily, I'm at a good place, and you know, I can't talk about my school, and I won't. I have no reason to. Can't talk about my kids. I have no reason to. Love my school, love my kids. That's all I can say.
As far as Ryan claiming, you know,
whoa, Gracie, howdy, ma'am,
the whole thing with a job, here's the thing. You know that you're taking a risk by publicly aligning yourself with somebody like Gypsy Rose. You know the risk. You're an adult. You chose to still pursue her, and it is what it is. And now, am I saying that people should be contacting his workplace to get him fired? Absolutely not. But if the higher-ups are familiar with what he's doing and who he's aligning himself with and going to marry, then that is their choice to say, we don't really, you know, align with this, and
right,
it is what it is. Like, you're an adult. Do I think that it's fair? No. But I also think that it was very intentional, him contacting Gypsy, pursuing a relationship, marrying her. This video is about the paternity test.
Oh, hell.
Yes, I have to get a paternity test due to my divorce. So I just saw that question. So, it'll come out. It's actually funny. Steve Wilkos, I told y'all I'll read my messages. Steve Wilkos actually contacted me and was like, "Hey, Mr. Anderson, would you be willing to come on my show for a paternity test? Please let me know if you're interested." I just looked at that message like, you're kidding, right? Like, would I do that? No, I would not do that. I just thought it was funny. Like, people want, I should? Yeah, right. Let's see.
Oh, damn, Brit's hitting that lip liner there. Brit hitting us with that lip liner action, y'all. That's more interesting than the video.
Well, that was cool. The colors. Hi, Alfonso. Do it. Oh, I would do Maury before I do Steve Wilkos. You are not the father, or you are the father. That's crazy. Yeah, and I'm walking around to nowhere right now. Actually, I'm about to go to my brother's to see my cousin. Let's see. Let me do a poll. Y'all think I should go on a show for
oh,
a
hell.
paternity test? Red, yes. Blue, no. That's ridiculous. I'm not going on a Steve Wilkos show, but let's see the vote. Red, yes. Blue, no. Should I do the show? Look, oh, y'all are terrible. Oh, y'all are terrible. Yeah, do the show, Ryan. Do the show.
Okay, whatever. That's boring.
Okay, whatever. All right, whatever.
The whole thing, like, he's still feeding into the allure of Gypsy and, like, entertaining, ooh, what if? At the end of the day, all of this drama and stuff that is surrounding her, I don't feel bad for any of the adults in this situation. I do feel bad, and I worry for the child that is going to be brought into this situation, because Gypsy is so disliked and so, yes, like, she has fans, but there are so many people that despise her existence. I just have a lot of concerns as far as her bringing a kid into this world. And we know, let's be honest, this child is not going to be protected from social media. Early on, she's going to, cover the child's face. And then I said she's probably going to do a reveal with People Magazine, Us Weekly, one of these, like, trashy tabloids. And then she's going to come back to social media and be like, oh, well, everyone knows what our child looks like because of that People article that we did.
Oh, hell.
And then
Jennifer, thanks for the follow.
It's going to translate into family vlogging, and I just feel really bad for the child. There are a couple of other clips that I might insert in as a little bit of a compilation, but a lot of what Ryan talks about, it's just silly. He says it doesn't matter because he'll say things like whatever, but then he's obviously still very invested in what he had with Gypsy, and a lot of his lives are just rambling and kind of talking in circles. So I don't want to bore y'all, but I did want to put this out because it's been a little while since Ryan did one of his infamous lives where he does 27 polls and acts shady. So I hope that eventually he can kind of migrate away from talking about Gypsy as often. I realized that, like, that was part of his life, and obviously people are interested, so they're dropping it in the comments and leaving things like, oh, what about this? What about that? But eventually I would like to see him migrate away from her even more so. It bothers me the amount of, like, underlying hope that he has that kind of, like, sneaks through in some of these clips, because I truly believe that if and when Ken, or whenever, I should say whenever Gypsy is done with Ken, I do think that Ryan
thank you.
would be hopeful for some kind of, reunion.
Somebody had a good poll. Should I start a YouTube channel? Red, yes. Blue, no. Should I do a YouTube channel? Red, yes. Blue, no.
Why the hell not?
I love the people who are like, no.
Speaking of YouTube, TikTok, hit the follow button. And if you want to watch the videos, come on over to YouTube. The Mystery Project on YouTube. Come on over, y'all. Come hang out. The Mystery Project.
No, how dare you do a channel, but yet you're watching my live. It's just mind-blowing to me that people are like that. All right, a majority says red. I will think about it, guys. I don't make any promises. Yes, please. Like, what's the benefit of a YouTube channel? I'm just curious. I'm boring. You're boring. Get off of here. I mean, you just want me to spill dirt. Post more TikToks. Okay. Not a bad idea.
The Mystery Project. It should be pinned on the screen. Can y'all see that? Thumbs up in the chat if you can see it. The Mystery Project on YouTube.
Game stream, think of the potential. Do I have a cold? Yeah, just getting over bronchitis. I've already mentioned that. Guys, it's Louisiana. Weather's bad today. It's rained all day. I know I ignore the haters. I just think they're funny. What was that?
Oh, hell.
Oh, thank you, Cam, for the galaxy. Thank you, that fish girl, for Franktastic. Let's see. How do you feel about Australian girls? Put another shrimp on the bar? That's so lame. I'm not going to say that.
Man, you could have. There's so many down under jokes you could have made right there, and you went with shrimp on a Barbie? Oh, hell. Do you know how many down under jokes you could have made right there?
Australian girls. I've never met one, like a real Australian girl. It'd be cool. Hot Zaddy. Appreciate that. Who dat? That's right. Who dat? South Carolina girls. I've known a South Carolina girl before. Pixie's right. Where is Pixie? Get that out your mouth. I'm just joking. Look, Pixie's like, I ain't got nothing in my mouth, Daddy.
Oh, hell. It's like Patrick doing commentary on a live. Why you got to talk, just play the video. Oh, that's true. My word. That one drives me nuts. People are like, why are you talking during your own live stream? Probably because I'm a grown man and I can do whatever the hell I want. I mean, I don't know. Last time I checked. Oh, yep. Grown man.
Love that damn dog.
And then when they hit me with the, I'm leaving, I'm unsubscribing. I'm like, awesome. This isn't the airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Nobody cares. Bye. TikTok, hit the follow button, tap the screen like crazy. YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Come on, we need 18 more likes. We're at 300, y'all. Come on, let's do it.
Yes. I just saw a quick. Yes, I do think that. Yes. Where's the dislike button? I don't know. Find it. I don't care if you push it. Kentucky, stay cool, bro. Thanks, Xavier. You too. Pixie. Look, every time I get on the couch like that, Pixie does this. Pixie loves me on the time. Pixie got my vape? No. It's in my pocket. She can't get it tonight.
Devil, you're welcome.
Guys, I appreciate y'all. 1
There's
million
KK,
likes.
thanks for the hand heart too.
Pixie's right. Where is Pixie? Get that out your mouth. I'm just joking. Look, Pixie's
Didn't we just watch that?
I ain't got nothing in my mouth, Daddy.
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
We can't.
Of the Gypsy Rose stuff, I did upload a really crazy video about Nikocado Avocado and his kind of shocking transformation that has a lot of people, especially on YouTube, talking right now. It is really crazy, actually. And I might do a part 2 to that, but either way, I'm doing my best. And yeah, I took some time offline yesterday just to kind of unplug, relax, get some stuff done. And yeah, we're back. But for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Oh, hell. Kayla, thanks for the love. Thanks. Yo, thanks for the love. I appreciate it. Hit me with them hand hearts. We need 6 more. YouTube, thumbs up. 16 left. 16? No, 12 left. Damn. Y'all are awesome. Thumbs up. Subscribe. I think this is Sir Morbid to end tonight's festivities. Little Sir Morbid action. Ivory loves. Thank you. So many hearts. Thank you so much. All right, let's go.
Well, folks, Gypsy Rose does it again. Now, what I mean by that is she goes lower and lower each and every single time.
Oh, here we go, y'all. Sir Morbid. Follow him. He's pinned down in the description. Sir Morbid on YouTube and TikTok. He's on TikTok. Show him some love. Let's keep going.
And I'm not talking about the present or the future right now, even though all those apply. But her past comes to haunt her again with the local article from Springfield, Missouri, dated back in 2019. Like, seriously, Gypsy Rose is the only
here we go.
person where her past keeps haunting her in her future and present time. Because what has come to light is her sweetheart of a plea coming from the Springfield News Leader, titled Gypsy Blanchard wants people to ask Governor Mike Parson.
I did that on purpose, y'all. That wasn't real.
To shorten her prison sentence. Written by Gregory J. Holman. Published 2:49 p.m. Central Time, April 17th, 2019. And it reads, Gypsy Blanchard is asking for people to urge Missouri Governor Mike Parson and the state parole board to give her an early release from prison. Quote, I am respectfully asking all who wish.
How dare you?
Oh, not the voiceover, too.
Be an early release to please aid my father in his efforts for my freedom, end quote. Blanchard wrote in an email released late Tuesday. She hopes individuals will, quote, write a letter expressing support for my early release to either the Missouri State Governor, Michael L. Parson, and or the Division of the Missouri State Board of Probation.
I can't handle it.
And parole, end quote. The then 27-year-old turned 33-year-old now, imprisoned for her role in the death of her mother, also wrote, quote, I am scheduled for a parole hearing in December of 2021. However, any and all letters of support are helpful, end quote. Dee Dee Blanchard, 48, was killed in June 2015 at the Greene County home she shared with Gyp Dip. Our very own Francesca Maselli, a Kentucky-based screenwriter and Blanchard family friend, confirmed that the email was authentic in a message sent to the news leader Wednesday afternoon. Maselli said state officials have not yet responded. Last week, news emerged that Gypsy plans to marry a man she met as a pen pal after she started serving time at Missouri's Chillicothe Correctional Center.
Oh, hell.
The newsletter previously reported that Gypsy must serve at least 8.5 years of her 10-year sentence for second-degree murder before she is eligible for release. She will be 33 years old at the time. Her former online boyfriend, Nicholas Godejohn, stalked or stabbed Dee Dee Blanchard to death because he was manipulated by Gypsy and she premeditated her mom's death. Nick is serving a life sentence for first-degree murder. Even Greene County prosecutor Dan Patterson told the news leader after Gypsy's July 5th, 2016 sentencing hearing that he himself believed it would have been possible to convict her for first-degree I know, shocking, right? Because that's what we all felt and thought and still think. Such a conviction would have meant a life sentence for Gypsy. Yeah, that should be the minimum. But good old Patterson said after the sentencing that he did not believe that would be fair. Election season, anybody? Yes, the dude needed the votes. That it would not be fair due to the years of medical child abuse Gypsy suffered, which, by the way, never happened. Dee Blanchard is thought to have had Munchausen by proxy syndrome. The key word in here being thought, because she never had it. Also called fictitious disorder or medical child abuse. Jippity Dip.
Oh, Lord.
His attorney, Mike Stanfield, at the 2016 trial said this, quote, essentially Gypsy's mother was holding her a prisoner, end quote. No, she wasn't, Mike. Come on, prisoner. Yeah, prisoners go to Walt Disney World 5 times and does role playing on the internet with different men, visiting them at the hospital when they're sick, sleeping over at their disgusting apartments. Anyhow.
Oh my word.
Family members have said Jip Dip was forced by Dee to falsely present medical conditions, including leukemia, vision and hearing problems, sleep apnea, developmental disabilities, muscular dystrophy, a chromosome disorder, and digestive disorders. Hey kids, don't worry.
Whoa.
Gypsy Rose is thriving and just looking forward as she serves her prison time. Family and friends say, you know, she works, attends classes, practices photography. Oh, and her health has improved because nothing was wrong with it in the first place. The family based in Cutoff, Louisiana, says their home community strongly supports Gyp shit. Patterson, the prosecutor, called it, quote, one of the most extraordinary and unusual cases we have seen, end quote, at the time of Gypsy's sentencing. Gypsy's father, Hot Rod Blanchard, some refer to him as Christie's cuckold, started a Change.org petition urging an early
This is crazy as hell.
release for his daughter not long after the sentencing. The shitty petition has gained steam in recent weeks, of course, following the release of a fictionalized Hulu TV show about good old Gypsy. Oh, and that Dee character. Yeah, the actual victim. 2 days ago, a UK newspaper reported that the petition had gained 90,000 followers. As of Wednesday afternoon, Change.org reported that more than 100,000 people had signed the online petition. Quote, it's been in the last
dear Lord
week that we've grown that petition by 60,000 or 70,000 in signatures, end quote, said Maselli, at the time the Blanchard family friend, who we now know as Fancy, one of our channel's friend, because she found out the truth. Of course, after getting a hold of the medical records by Christie herself. Change.org is a San Francisco-based for-profit website founded in 2007. Don't give a shit, according to Forbes. It is not part of any level of American government, thank God. Kelly Jones, deputy communications director for that sleazebag Governor Parson, sent the following statement late Wednesday. Quote, the governor believes the executive power of granting clemency should be given careful consideration. Yeah, to Nick, and utilized with the utmost seriousness. All requests for pardons, commutations, and reprieves are received by our office and properly processed, end quote. Jones added, quote, the governor relies heavily on the recommendations made by the Board of Probation and Parole, which reviews each application and values the important role they play in the process, end quote. Gypsy's outreach to supporters was first reported Tuesday night by In Touch Weekly magazine, one of 3 news organizations to which the Blanchard family and its spokeswoman, the screenwriter Fancy Maselli, have recently said they would release information. The other 2 are the News Leader and Vulture, a culture website published by New York Magazine. The governor's office and the Department of Corrections list contact information online. In Touch reported that Gypsy urged people to reference her name as Gypsy Blanchard with an E and use her inmate number 13020
Blanchard with an E
48 should they choose to contact state officials of this weekend. So wow, it's just amazing, especially in such a short period of time. I mean, sure, it took some time to get there, but now we're starting to get
man, crazy as hell, y'all. Make sure you go subscribe to him, get him to 10K. That's it for me. I'm done for tonight. I'm tired, y'all. TikTok, hit the follow button before you go. Hit the follow button before you go. Y'all, my name's Patrick. If you like true crime, I'm live every night. YouTube, I love you guys. Thumbs up. We hit 300 likes. Thank you for that. Love you guys. Leave a comment when this ends. Tell me your favorite part. Tell me your favorite part right there in the comments. Do it, y'all. All right. See y'all tomorrow.